Good afternoon, 4 p.m. exactly here in Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you for keeping it TV47. You're just in time for TV47 at 4 with I, Sheilar, Chelangat, and of course we begin now. Now, the fourth contingent of Kenyan police officers has returned home, marking the end of Kenya's deployment under the multinational security support mission in Haiti. A total of 150 officers arrived at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport Tuesday night, led by Deputy Inspector General Gilbert Masengeli. Their return highlights Kenya's contribution to international peace support efforts, with the officers credited for helping stabilize security, supporting humanitarian operations, and strengthening local policing capacity in Haiti.
Officers, welcome back home. This is the Kenya you left, and you are most welcome back. I want to assure you that we will take care of you and will assist you where necessary. Allow me to thank you in a very special way for the good work and dedication you've done in the foreign country, ensuring our brothers in Haiti are well.
You will all recall that when we embarked on this exercise, many people imagined that it was going to be mission impossible, and they said all manner of frightening things. But here we are. We took heed of the instructions of our Commander-in-Chief, His Excellency the President William Ruto, and we went to Haiti, discharged our responsibilities as instructed by the commanders of the NPS under the Inspector General, acquitted ourselves wonderfully well against the sayings of many naysayers, and here we are coming home with our heads held high.
We are extremely delighted that you are joining us at a moment when we need everybody as we prepare for the upcoming general elections that will be holding next year in our country.
And Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has appeared before the Senate over rising cases of political goonism across the country. Lawmakers raised concern over organized violence linked to political activity, demanding urgent action. Murkomen outlined measures being taken to restore order, including investigations into recent incidents. He also addressed the Embu killings, saying officers involved have been suspended pending investigations into the use of force.
To facilitate proper investigation, the Inspector General of Police, following the required procedures, has suspended those two officers. They are not in office as we speak, to allow proper investigations. Investigations also to ensure that the investigations are free, fair, and accountable. The Independent Police Oversight Authority, IPOA, is seized of the matter, and they are carrying out the investigations. And I repeat my earlier statement that we are working hard to facilitate process of empowering the IPOA so that they can have enough resources and investigators to carry out investigation expeditiously. Ballistic analysis is ongoing, forensic analysis of the information that will enable us to deal with this issue with finality.
All right, and away from that and to matters politics, a new political party linked to the Linda Mwananchi camp has been registered, bringing the number of political parties in the country to 93. The People's Renaissance Movement Party, with the slogan, "The change we need, mabadiliko ni sasa," says it is a people-centered outfit. The party claims backing from 27 members of parliament allied to the Linda Mwananchi camp, even as interim officials insist it operates independently.
We understand that Kenya is a youthful nation. Why? Because 75% of our population is below 35. That is not to say that we are aligning ourselves with Linda Mwananchi. However, if Linda Mwananchi want to be our friends, who would hate friends of that nature? Would you?
But for the first time, Kenyans have given themselves a party. And that is why in front of you, you are not seeing your usual political faces, but a group of Kenyans, young and old alike, who are forging forward to reorganize how our politics has been done, but most importantly, push for the economic liberation of our people.
We are not one term or two term. We are based on ideologies. So don't categorize us with one term or two term. We are here as the third and the only force that will save Kenyans from the problems they are facing currently.
The Renaissance is not just any political party. We are not going to be screaming on rooftops and dancing on buses. What we are going to do is offer deliberate change.
And police in Nanyuki have shot a dead and armed robbery suspect during a midnight operation. Officers intercepted 4 suspects in Mugambi Estate, leading to a shootout that left 1 dead and another arrested. Police recovered a Beretta pistol, ammunition and stolen cash. A manhunt is underway for 2 suspects who escaped.
Wakati hiyo gari ilipo veer off the road, wale walikuwa pale ndani waliweza kukimbia. Wakaingia kwa residential area ambao ni giza na ilikuwa na msitu. Lakini kulikuwa na mwanamke mmoja ambaye pia alikuwa pale ndani, aliweza kuingia kwa compound ya boma moja pale na akashikwa na watchman, akawa handed over kwa polisi hapo. Kuna wale watu ambao wanahusika na hiyo ujambazi ambao inaendelea hiyo area, especially kuibia watu usiku. I can say that tunawapatia warning kwa sababu already we have intensified the patrols within that area, na nataka kuwaonya kwamba kama kuna mtu ambaye ako na hiyo tabia, ajua kwamba tutakuja kukamata yeye very soon, kwa sababu already the operations are on, zinaendelea usiku na mchana. So ni kila mtu ajiadhari, na wenye manyumba pia nataka kuelezea kwamba kama kuna mtu anaweza kuwa labda nyumba yake imekuwa imeibiwa, asikose kuripoti kwa polisi, kwa sababu ile operation ambayo inaendelea we are targeting na kwamba ile vitu ambayo ilikuwa imeibiwa sana the electronics tunaanza kuja kuzipata baada ya kushika na kuwa na huyo suspect mmoja ambaye tuko naye pale kwa police station ambaye anatusaidia na uchunguzi.
And 7 police officers were injured and 43 demonstrators arrested during protests over high fuel prices in Machakos town. The suspects will remain in custody for 2 working days and are expected in court on April 27th. Among those arrested are 23 students and 3 minors. The prosecution says officers sustained minor injuries, while the court ordered minors to be held separately in remand homes.
There was no reason whatsoever to continue detaining the accused persons, because if we are caught in a demonstration, surely the police, by the time they arrest somebody, investigations should always precede arrests. You cannot always keep on arresting people, then you continue to make applications that you want to detain them to complete investigation. Actually, it's engaging, it's trying to fish for evidence. You're asking for days to fish for evidence. It means that you don't have the evidence. So we are convinced and we are sure that eventually we are going to ensure that all the accused.
And to matters health, the Ministry of Health is warning of a growing disease risk linked to poor waste management across the country. Officials say Kenya produces about 22,000 tons of waste daily, with only a fraction properly managed. Poor disposal, especially plastics, is clogging drainage systems and increasing disease risk. The government is now pushing joint action to improve waste management.
Addresses the urgent issue of sanitation and waste crisis. Kenya today is currently facing a dual crisis. 22,000 tons of unmanaged waste are generated on a daily basis, with only 10% adequately managed. So this is leading to a rising threat of wash-related diseases like cholera, mpox, and other diseases. And the ministry has used this platform to ensure that we bring to the fore and seek support from other agencies, from the private sector, from civil society, because this issue of waste management, issues of wash-related diseases, it is not a one-man show. It is a collective responsibility for the government and equally the private sector, the civil society, so that we can ensure that there are no diseases or ailments that are getting our people at the bottom of the pyramid.
Away from that, hundreds of persons living with disabilities have turned up in Isiolo for a national assessment exercise. The exercise aims to facilitate registration for government support programs, including tax relief and cash transfers. Officials are urging more persons to register before the exercise concludes.
Kuna watu ambaye hawajawahi jua ulemavu wao, wakisikia siku kama ya leo ambaye inafanyikaga once a month, wanaweza kuja hapa General Hospital, iko open kila wakati every month, kujiandikisha ili waweze kutambulika.
Na kupitia hii mfano, hii mfumo ya kusaidia wale watu wajiwezi, gavana wangu amepanga kuweka pesa ya kusaidia hawa kwa njia ya SHA. Tumesema kwenye bajeti yetu tumeweka zaidi ya milioni 18 ambayo inaweza kusaidia wale watu wako vulnerable zaidi ya 3,000.
Wakazi wote wa kaunti hii na eneo hili walio walemavu ambao hawajasajiliwa waweze kujifikisha hospitali ya rufaa ya Isiolo, wafanyiwe ukaguzi, wajisajili kwenye mtandao wa eCitizen, wapate hiyo cheti cha kusajiliwa, na kuanzia hapo wanaweza pata manufaa mengine.
All right, tonight we wait for Manchester City to take on position 1, but now we conclude 4 p.m. here at TV47 with Sheilar Chelangat. More updates at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Do enjoy the rest of your viewership. Good afternoon.